What is up, YouTube? Hope you guys having a wonderful day. I want to make this video to address some comments that is slowly but surely turning into a reality, especially uh, with this type of information and experience that I've came across, right? And that's that there's a part of Passport Bros that I don't want to be associated with, but unfortunately it's in the association, right? Once you claim you're a passport bro. And just FYI, passport bros has nothing to do with the color of your skin, your ethnicity, or what culture you come from. If you have a passport from the US, Australia, or the United Kingdom, or any European country, and you go to a underdeveloped country with that passport, then you're considered a passport bro, especially when you're talking and dating other women in those countries. Let's just get that out the way, right? So it comes to my understanding that people, not people, but it's usually more haters that follow these passport bros around every time they post a video about the type of women they meet on to the countries that they go to. And it's always like some unattractive woman talking about, oh, look at this guy. He's such a loser in his country. He has to go to another country to go talk to women, right? And as much as I want to like talk, down on these haters, there's actually some truth to that comment, right? And it's kind and I think in my heart I want to deny it, but I know it's true because there's really a lot of guys who never been in a relationship, never had friends, they don't understand boundaries, and they're going to these countries assuming and wearing their heart on their sleeves and praying that they'll find a woman who's willing to settle down with them and start a family, right? But in reality, actuality, these women are active or these women are stuck in survivor mode. So they only see you as an asset to help them get out of poverty. Because I mean, that's what makes who you are. I mean, that's what makes you special and who you are as an individual in these countries. Whether you hate me or not for that comment, it's the truth. And you have to accept it, right? Because I'm assuming in most of these countries, community and family is very important to them. So you're a guest. They're going to treat you as a guest, but at the end of the day, you're not one of them, right? You're just somebody that they see as a way to get out of their situation, whether it's a citizenship, whether it's financial gain, whether it's who knows, right? Every situation is different, but overall, not everybody gets lucky. All I can say is that there are a lot of loser men who go to these countries, right? And they bring a bad rep to being a passport bro, especially, I don't want to say too much because it involves saying a certain country and, you don't want to bring bad business to a certain country. It just doesn't look good on you and it doesn't look good on me. But you have to be aware that respect goes a long way. Human nature is human nature. And when it's on survivor mode, the instincts start kicking in. Whether you think you're saving this person, or whether you're helping, or you think whatever you're going to want to do, just know that you always have to let them know up front what's going on. And if they don't understand, then don't be afraid to walk away and start over. Understand that just around the corner, when you go to these countries, there's always another woman that's willing to work with you and respect who you are as an individual. And as long as you have that general understanding that, you're there for a certain purpose and reason, and you're not there to dilly dally or rack up a body count, I mean, it's kind of straightforward from that point in. But it's also risky too, because you might get too emotionally invested, and next thing you know, you buy a house in another country, or you start a business there, and now at the end of the tunnel, you lost everything. You lost the woman that you thought, loved you for who you are. You lost your finances into a business or a real estate. You lost your kids because some your partner wanted to use that as a stepping stone to, take advantage of the situation or take advantage of you using your own emotions and instincts against you. But overall, just keep in mind that you need to stop being the loser when you go to these countries. You need to understand that no matter where you go, especially in an underdeveloped country, or my bad, an underdeveloped country, you need to be two steps ahead and understand who you are as a person in the situation, right? Or in the power dynamics of the relationship. As much as much as most men don't want to think about it, because we want to have good intentions and hope the other person on the other side thinking the same way as you, but in reality they might just be waiting for the right moment to rob you and rent you, just so that way her and her family can be well off in the next 5 to 10 years. Wow, here you are thinking that you found yourself a wife, or you find yourself a loyal girlfriend that you can spend the rest of your time with, just to have nothing at the end. But as crazy as it sounds, I would rather be in that situation than marry a Western woman who doesn't have any sense in the back of her mind, and she just sees you as a number, and she thinks it's healthy to be a man and act like a man and rack up a body count, and there be no repercussions by the time she's 30 years old. The amount of things I've heard about Western women is actually crazy, to the point where like the way how I see Western women, it's just not even the same. It is just not even the same, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, Western women are always going to try to compete with you. Women from other countries are always going to trick you out of your position, make you feel guilty, and emotionally manipulate you. Sometimes you can have both things here in America. I mean, here in the Western countries. But overall, don't come in here, don't come to another underdeveloped country thinking that you're going to change this woman, save this woman, because at the end of the day, the ticks on that dog got more respect than you do in that family. So, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.